We're going to look at example 1 in your section 4.1 notes. We're going to use the law of sines, which I've already filled in our box from our answer key to help us solve the triangle. Now, to solve a triangle, we want to find any sides that we don't know. So in example 1, we're given that B is 28 degrees. So we can fill that in. We know that angle C is 78 degrees. And then we know that side C, and side C is always across from the angle C, is 44 degrees. So we have 3 out of the 6 pieces of information. We still need to find side A, side B, and angle A. The easiest piece of information to find is angle A. So since there's 180 degrees in a triangle, we'll go ahead and take 180 minus the 2 angles that were given. Okay, so when we go ahead and subtract off 78 and 28, we find that angle A is 74 degrees. Okay, we can fill that in our picture if we want. Okay. All right, so we have 2 sides left. So this is where the law of sines comes into play. So since I just went ahead and found angle A, my next thing that I'm going to do is to find side A. So I'm going to take A over the sine of A, which is going to be 74 degrees. And then I need to have this equal to B sine B or C sine C. And we're going to go ahead and use the furthest one over because we have both of those. So side C is 44. And we're going to put that over the sine of 78 degrees. All right, to solve this, it's just a matter of multiplying both sides by the sine of 74 degrees. So we have A is 44 times the sine of 74 degrees, all over the sine of 78 degrees. Make sure that your calculator is in degree mode to get an estimate for A. When you plug this in your calculator, you should get about 43.2 as the side length. Okay, so you can go ahead and fill that in the triangle if that kind of helps you out, see what you have and what you need. All right, our last thing to do is to find side B. So we're going to go ahead and use the law of sines for this again. So we have B over, we were given angle B, so the sine of 28 degrees. And then we're going to have, I'm going to go ahead and use side C information since I'm giving that. This one is an estimate. So 44 over the sine of 78 degrees. And then once again, multiply by the sine of 28 degrees. So we get B is 44 sine of 28 degrees all over the sine of 78 degrees. Once again, I put that in my calculator to get an estimate, and I get that B is about 21.1. All right, so if I move back up to my picture here, one nice check that you can do is always make sure the biggest side is across from the biggest angle. So 44 is our biggest side, it's across from 78. Our middle angle is 74 degrees, it's across from the middle length, 43.2, and then our smallest angle of 28 degrees is across from our smallest side of 21.1. So that's something, a little extra that you can do. Also something to note, this triangle that we just solved was an angle side triangle. So if we follow the information that we're given, we have an angle, and a side. Okay, so law of sines are always used to solve this kind when you're given an angle side, and that completes example 1.